So a couple of things that we have to talk about, but real quick, and this is how Under Oath was formed. It was actually a ruse with Dinah.
Right.
When Dinah was here, I was like, Dinah, you got anything you want to tell us about? And she was like, what? And then she started just confessing things about who she was having sex with and lying about and all this stuff. And we were like, oh, okay, cool. That worked. And we really had nothing on her. But in this case, there is something. Does anybody in this room want to step forward, or I'm sorry, anybody on the show want to step forward and come forward with something before I bring it up?
Well, I think you kind of showed your hand on this one.
Well, Carmen's included.
Right.
Yeah.
The way you corrected yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I do not.
Carmen?
I do not.
Do you want to think about that?
Sure.
Joe, anything with you?
No.
Gio, anything with you?
Of course not.
Joe, may I say that you and I had a delicious meal on Friday?
We did. It was
I wish I
fantastic.
could remember the name of the restaurant.
I can't remember.
It was
either.
over by the mall. It was like a little steak place.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, while we're talking about restaurants, that I had one of the best meals I've had in a long, long time.
Olive Garden?
No, but I love Olive Garden. But it was off of Uber Eats, and I was just kind of feeling barbecue, smoky bones.
Oh, yes.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge barbecue guy or anything, but I was kind of feeling barbecue, so I got like this combo thing, and it had wings, brisket, and chicken, and then sides and stuff. Like, literally everything that I got was 10 out of 10.
Hey, just making us hungry.
Yeah, well,
All right.
All right, back to the original thought. Does anybody have anything in here that they want to bring to the table before we make it a big deal?
no.
No.
Last call.
No.
Joe,
What?
it's
Knew it.
about you.
Oh,
Here we go.
Of course.
All right.
I knew it.
Mhm.
Anything now that know it's you? Anything in jarred your memory?
Are you talking about Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
are
yeah.
you talking about the $20 under the pot? Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What do you recall about Friday?
I recall that after we had the show.
Now Friday was a long day.
Yeah.
Joe and I started out doing the show here.
Yeah.
Then after the show, I picked you up and we drove down to Sarasota.
No,
Correct.
Friday we were out at the food drive.
Yes.
Well, whatever. We did. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I picked you up. We went out to Sarasota.
Correct.
We shared a nice dinner together.
We did.
Then we went back to the hotel room.
Yes.
I took a nap on the bed. Joe took a nap on the couch.
Yep.
And then Pete came,
Yes.
and the three of us went to Joyland.
Correct.
Then while we're at Joyland,
Mm.
I had a great time. We drank. And
I had a great time.
A
Michael.
Zumba class was there.
The Zumba class. I could watch those girls dance all night long.
Carmen, there was a Zumba class that came out. You know, they weren't doing the class there. They just all came out together to party and
But do
stuff
you know why they came out?
to show off that one girl's abs.
The one with the black hair and the denim?
Jesus.
Oh, my God. She was so hot.
I mean,
No, but they came out because they misunderstood. One of the girls was a fan. The other girls thought that we covered Pitbull songs. So they thought they were going to see
Dolly?
a Pitbull Dale cover.
yeah, worldwide.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
nice.
it. Can you guys please change your set list?
Oh,
man, were they disappointed.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a great time. We walked in there and it was like everybody was at the bar, so it didn't look like it was full. And then all of a sudden we started playing, and it was like the Pied Piper. They all came out to the dance floor.
Yeah.
So it was a great time.
Now, originally, Joe did not want to go, but he was voluntold that he had to be there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Joe is paid to be there.
Oh.
I was.
I paid. Yeah, because I knew you weren't going to know. I sent you wizard money that night,
Oh.
and I knew, and I was like, I bet he doesn't even know. I should probably tell him.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Yeah, I paid.
He got
Joe.
paid for that?
Yes.
For what? What did he do? Perform one song and,
No.
and drank all your free
No,
Bud Lights?
what he did,
Yes.
Carmen, was drunkenly completely go off the songs to the point where we're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
No, at one point, I got a little tipsy, and Joe was singing.
That's why you loved it.
Yeah.
By the way, the sober drummer was like, what is going on?
Can't
1,
keep
2,
the
3,
beat.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's okay. We're paying this guy.
Yeah.
At one point, Joe is singing "Sweet Caroline," and I was in the audience just watching from the
Wait.
fans' point of view. It was great. Anyway, after that night, we left
Yes.
and we went to a strip club.
Right. I did
Me,
not go.
Pete, Shane and Daphne were there and their friends, and Josh and Jen.
Yeah.
We all went to a strip club, which was mediocre at best.
Did Melissa and her husband go or no?
Yes. It just was like, I don't know if it was the club or if I'm too old for that stuff, but it was
There's
not,
really only one club down there, right?
I don't know. I didn't explore. I just went to the one that we knew. But I got to tell you, I had more of a good time talking to Jen and hanging out with the other people that were with than I didn't in the fact that there were naked girls dancing around.
Right.
It just wasn't that great. But anyway, that's where we separated because you were going to go home with Tom. I drove you there, but you were going to go home with Tom.
Correct.
Okay. Then the next day, I got a phone call about how that night ended. Now, in your eyes, how did it end with you?
I got in the Sprinter. We came home, and I had a little trouble getting into the door.
You're way ahead of the story.
Okay.
Okay.
That means he doesn't remember
No,
what
I do
happened.
remember.
What do you
course I
remember?
I remember being in the club and then telling Tom, I'm going to go wait in the Sprinter. I went outside.
No.
I went outside.
Oh, man.
No.
I
Go
went
ahead.
outside to pee outside like
Oh!
I like to. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
public?
In a public place?
No, it wasn't-
Drunk and
There was
disorderly.
no kids around.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You
You're
can't
in
pee in
public. We
public.
live in a society.
Everybody pees outside.
No.
Well, I'm an
No.
outdoor peer.
Listen to me. You're skipping steps ahead.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Hold on. You saying you're an outdoor peer
Yeah.
is the same thing as saying I like to have sex with young girls.
That's
so,
not
That's not
even
that
close.
crazy. That's a little bit of a
not
stretch.
They're both against the law.
Yes.
That's my point.
But
And
one-
you can both end
that's
up on
different
the
levels
sex
of crime.
Yeah.
Sex. They both
Yeah.
put you on the sex offender
Yeah.
list.
No, only if you're
No,
peeing in
they
front of a
don't.
school.
That's right.
Okay, let's back it up a couple of steps. Joe is outside and being a little bit drunk.
Yes.
So
All true.
Tom
Wow.
takes him and puts him in the Sprinter.
Well,
so Tom
I
goes.
went to the Sprinter myself, but go ahead.
You told your story. Your story is wrong.
Yeah.
Tom said, "I put Joe in the Sprinter. He wanted to go in the Sprinter. How's that?
Yes.
Okay. I put him in the Sprinter. Closed door.
Yeah.
Tom said, I'm unloading the gear, and all of a sudden I hear banging on the glass, and I go, "What the hell is that? Banging, banging!" And I go and I open the door, and I go, "What's going on?" Joe says, "I don't know how to get out." So he was trying to kick his way out the windows of the Sprinter.
Wow.
This is not even, that's not true. But go ahead.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
just so far to tell you that normally I side with you, Joe.
Yeah.
Except two pieces of the Sprinter are missing. One of the air conditioner vents is gone. It fell out, and one of the
Fell out
switches
or
on
tried to crawl out?
Well, no. I'm saying like you bang on the window, it
Right,
could fall
right.
out, and then one of the switches by the radio is broken off. So far, I'm going with Tom on this. Okay.
I mean, Tom wouldn't lie, would he?
Then Tom frees Joe from being stuck inside of the Sprinter.
Yeah.
And then the story that I heard, and I was not there for this,
I had to pee.
is that you
why-
had to pee.
Yes.
And then instead of walking in the club and peeing, you pee right there in the parking lot in front of
It was
Joyland.
behind, it was
Scumbag.
behind the Sprinter. That is
like it's any better.
absolutely not true.
The DJ saw you out there peeing and went in there and told the owner that you were peeing.
Thanks.
Now I have to put out that pee
Wow.
fire
Yeah.
of you peeing at Joyland.
There's a wizard outside.
Listen, you know,
Hey, remember the drunk guy that was on stage? He's peeing in the parking
He's
lot.
now urinating.
all right.
Remember that Pitbull cover band?
Yeah. Mhm. All right.
Oh,
man.
All right.
You got paid for that. You got paid for that.
Listen, Tom wants a story. That's the story. Fine.
Does
If
he
you
want
wanna
a story,
go with it.
or do you just not remember it
I
correctly?
totally remember it.
Sober, responsible Tom.
The one who's driving
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
My most-
Or
All right.
Just making up stories.
Make it a story.
my
that's
most loyal
fine.
companion,
Yeah.
Tom.
Meanwhile, guy who has a history of peeing outside.
literally
and,
called himself an outside peer.
Yep.
and getting caught in public peeing.
Yeah.
That's the story he's made up about him.
No.
Right.
Fine.
Wow.
That's fine.
If somebody said, Galvin, I saw you petting a dog, and I said, I wasn't petting a dog,
Yep.
would you believe the person?
Oh.
And then not to mention all the other stories that you've failed to tell us about.
Yeah,
Joe.
exactly.
Not even-
Exactly.
I'm not trying to cover
Wow.
anything up.
I can tell you, I'm
listen.
starting to side with Spanish. I think you peed in St. Pete.
And that is absolutely not true. And there were no kids in that parking lot. So there you go.
That you
check-
saw.
Do you check beforehand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
always.
say, Hey kids, I'm about to
Check it. Gather round,
Uncle
everybody.
Drunky's about to free.
Are there any kids out
Check
here?
it out, kids. No, come on. An old man drunk peeing in the parking lot isn't news. That's the heartbreak of incontinence. I had to pee.
Yeah.
I was stuck in the Sprinter. I couldn't get out.
But how come you couldn't just walk into the club and pee?
Well, I didn't want to go in there, Michael.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I mean,
in the other sense, now I gotta face the embarrassment of. Can I tell you why my father is a boss and why I'm not?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I go to my father's house. It was my stepmother's birthday. And evidently, they were all together for Thanksgiving. My brother was there and some other people were there, and they had a big Thanksgiving thing. We were out of town, so we didn't make it. And there was this guy there that I don't know. I don't even want to say his name because I don't want to put this out there yet. But my father, at one time, I FaceTimed them, and my father said, "Say hi to everybody." There was some guy that I didn't recognize. Kind of looked like Paulie Walnuts, had white hair, And that guy, I think, got a little tipsy and insulted one of my nephew Tommy's friends. That kid was there in the military. So the joke was the guy was, I guess, in the Army, and this kid was in the Air Force, and he called them, oh, we used to call those guys, and he called them like a slur, making like a joke. And the kid was like real taken back by it, and he was offended, and nothing came out of it. But the kid didn't want to come back to the house because he was afraid that guy was going to be there again. So my father called that guy yesterday on the phone, on speakerphone, and said, "Did you say this to this kid?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "I was joking." And he goes, "You said it to a kid you don't know?" And the thing, and the guy goes, "This is a generational thing. I didn't know that he wouldn't get it." And he goes, "Let me tell you what you're going to do. You're going to write that kid a letter and apologize to that kid." And the guy goes, "All right, I'm on it. I'll write it." And he goes, "You're going to write that kid a letter and you're going to apologize." And he hung up. I go, "Did you just give that bitch homework? Just make him Joe, you should write a letter to Joyland.
Okay.
Dear Joyland,
Yes.
I'm sorry I peed in your parking lot.
I will absolutely do that.
Please
Michael.
don't hold this against Pitbull Toddler."
Yes, absolutely.
Although they have toddler in the name, nobody expected a young kid to be peeing in the parking lot. Or
Well,
an old wizard,
I'm
for
old
that
man.
matter.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to see if I can get Tom to call in. Carmen,
Yes.
will you grab the phone lines?
Yeah. Nothing's coming yet. But.
Yeah, no. I'm just
This
doing
reminds me of the birthday show or the birthday thing we did at the beach. We had to lock Joe in his room.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
And we thought he was out for the count.
And then
No.
but he escaped.
And he
Yeah.
also
I
peed in public there.
I was just about to say, I forget. Did he pee in public there?
But just like the Sprinter, we locked him in his room to kind of protect him.
Yeah.
And he escaped.
Yeah. Joe, sometimes when you want to get out, you got to get out.
Got to get out. I mean, I didn't want to pee inside the Sprinter, Michael.
Dear Joyland,
Yes.
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry. Is Tom on line one?
Yes, he is.
Tom, have you been listening?
Is this Tom the liar?
Yes, I have, and I'm definitely not a liar because I'm sober.
That's right.
It's right. Sober Tom. Listen, Tom,
Responsible, Tom.
it would take a lot for me not to believe you, Tom. So I'm on your side on this one. So where did I go wrong, or was I right on my recollection of what you told me?
No, you're definitely right on your recollection. I mean, first, when I went outside, I looked at Joe. He was in the bushes talking to his girlfriend on the phone.
In the bushes.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't get
yes.
into the Sprinter.
Yeah.
So then I went ahead and I opened the Sprinter, put him in there. I'm loading up the equipment,
Confirmed.
and I hear a bunch of banging. The Sprinter's moving all around. The DJ's outside with me. I open the door, and I said, "Joe, you okay?" I couldn't get out. So
It is
I opened
difficult
the
to get
door,
out. It is difficult to get out of the Sprinter.
I could
Yes.
not.
and Joe just literally just flops it out and starts going right there.
Right there.
It's on the foot thing. It's on the It was on
He
the
peed
step
on the
right
on
there
the
where you
step
get
on
in.
the foot railing.
I had
Yes.
to go.
Of the Sprinter.
Oh, you left that part out, Joe. See, this is why I think you don't remember anything.
Right.
Okay.
He
all these
peed on my Sprinter?
Yes.
Oh, Joe.
Scumbag.
Joe, the good thing is nobody.
So
When I take my wiener out, nobody ever says flop it out.
Okay. Well,
I get poked out.
all right.
Ding, ding.
Who treats your Sprinter worse, Joe or Ian?
Oh.
Oh, I mean, Ian just uses it a lot. Joe, Ian's never peed
Ian's
on
never
it.
peed on your Sprinter.
to my knowledge. So
and then I bring. Sorry.
So he
And then I
pees
bring him
outside, and then and the DJ goes in. Is he mad? He tells the owner.
Yeah. He tells the owner right then and there. He's like, that guy's out there just peeing outside there out of the Sprinter, and he said Pap Pap. He did not say Joe.
No.
He said Pap Pap. So yeah.
Make sure when
moving forward.
Make sure when you write that
Moving
letter,
forward,
you
I bring
sign
him
it. Love Pap Pap.
I will.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Tom. You take him. You take him
No,
home.
no problem. I take him home, and he cannot get his keys. He can't get in the house.
Because the lights were out and I couldn't see the lock.
Yeah.
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 And then when
so I'm like,
Now this is all on the.
So anyway,
this is all on the Ring doorbell, right, Joe?
Oh yes.
Yes. So he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So he's on the side of his house, and right then and there, he goes right there, and right down. He goes to fall, and I grab him. Now I had the back of him of his shirt. You can ask him. I got him. I'm holding him up as he's going to the bathroom, and I'm like, I can't make this story up.
You're a saint, Tom.
I've done that before.
Yeah, look, and it's his own house. He went to pee in his own house.
I grabbed Joe by his shirt because he was peeing and almost fell over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of just our.
Happened.
You got to take care of each other, you know. And then you finally got him in, and he was okay.
And then he kept on telling me about I have to do with freezing his house, and don't worry about what to charge him. Just charge him whatever. And I'm like, I'll wait till you're sober.
Oh yeah. So he was
guy
trying
that
to
owes you money.
All true.
He was trying to hire you to do tree work.
Yep.
Yes.
He's a good companion, so I figured,
This is a
come
great
over and do the
opportunity.
trees.
Great opportunity for you, Tom.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So, but I did tell him. He's like, just leave me out here, and I'm like, nope, Mike will kill me. I'm making sure you get in.
Oh, dear Joyland.
Wow.
All right.
During a Pitbull toddler gig, I drank too much and urinated in your parking lot while also urinating on Mike's Sprinter.
Yeah.
I am thoroughly embarrassed, and I would.
Please don't this reflect poorly on the band.
Yes. The band enjoys playing at your club and would like to come back there sometime. I'm sorry that I shed a cast a bad light on it. Thank you. Love, Pap Pap.
I will get
Tom,
to work
thank
on
you
it
for
immediately.
getting him home safe.
No problem.
All right, buddy. Take
Anytime,
it easy.
boss.
Thanks.
You got it.
There you go.
What were you drinking, Joe?
What was he
Everything.
drinking?
Yeah, everything.
Wow.
Sugar Pants and I are going on a cleanse, so that was my last night.
So you went on this cleanse?
Yeah, I did not drink all through Thanksgiving or the spring.
Wow.
What a hero.
Yeah.
So you know the song "My Own Worst Enemy" by Lit. You know how it goes da na 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 going like that. This is how Joe sang it. Beep bop boop, skibby dooby doo, la la, in the front yard. Hey.
Oh, man.
I was like, what is going on? You might as well just put a strobe light in my face.
And you got paid for this the whole night.
Overall, great time, Joe.
Yeah, well, I thought it was a great time.
I had a great time.
You know, and I'll write the letter.
Did he get paid enough to pay you back for peeing on the Sprinter and breaking the radio in the air conditioning vent?
I don't know. Tom was like, "Hey, boss, the air conditioning vent is missing." And I go, "What do you mean missing?" He goes, "I don't know. It was like it was kicked out. Now I can't find it anywhere." He's like, "I have to order new parts."
I reject that nomenclature. I don't
Listen to
think
me.
it was
You're not
kicked
allowed to
out.
reject
There's
anything anymore.
you're unrejectable. There is no way Tom lies about this stuff, and his details are accurate and always correct.
A sober accounting.
A sober account.
Sober.
What happened? Yeah.
Responsible, truthful.
Right. A guy who feels guilt and compassion for others. I'm gonna have to go with Tom on this one.
All right.
Man, you'd been doing so good lately, and now this.
Well,
I gotta tell you, Joe, I like a quarterly peeing in public from you.
Joe
That's
was
what I
on. He
expect.
was on the
Uptick.
uptick. Yeah.
Uptick.
And now you've just
now
Real
leveled
down
off.
tick.
one step forward, 10 steps
Plane
back.
is heading for the mountain.
I feel like it's some of it's my fault.
Why?
I like to contribute to your delinquency.
Oh yeah, he's your toy. You like to.
Oh, I wouldn't
No,
say it
you
like
like
that.
to feed alcohol to the toy and watch it go.
Sometimes you go out with your friends and you like to buy your friends drinks.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
It's like the gremlins when you feed them after midnight.
Right.
Yeah.
He was
It's like having a
voluntold
gremlin.
to drink all the alcohol.
No, I didn't know it. I mean, we did do a shot at the hotel before we came.
We did.
Before
Of
we came
course.
out that night. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But I gotta tell you, we went to I don't even know what hotel we stayed at. It was like a Hilton Garden Inn or one of those kind of places. Had the hottest smoking as bartender. I wanted to be like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Why are you working at the Hilton
Isn't that
Garden Inn
wild?
serving mimosas to soccer moms that are here on? It was ridiculous. Oh, she's so hot, but she's like, I am from Cuba.
Oh, there you go. Foreign.
Gorgeous.
Foreign, a lot of times have no idea.
No.
Yeah,
I
it's
wanted
wild.
to take her and make her a model.
Yeah.
An OnlyFans model. What? Anyway, so that was a great night at Joyland. Joyland, on behalf of Joe, I apologize. for the
Joyland,
public
I
urination.
personally apologize, and you will be receiving a self-addressed
letter.
stamped envelope.
Well, they're not going to send you a letter
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to, they can respond.
I don't think.
Joe just thinks he's getting a pen pal.
Yeah. I mean, this is horrible timing because you got year-end reviews that are right around the corner. I mean, this is really not
Carmen,
good timing.
make sure that Dizzy gets a copy of this.
Gotcha.
That's true.